Welcome back, everybody. So hopefully, I'd love for you in the chat room to share your aha. What are you going to take away from those 2 hot seats? Or I see somebody saying that Robin, they were like, that was a great question and it really helped them. So share with us, what can you apply to your business from one of those hot seats? I'd love to see you share that in the chat room. All right, so we are here with Jackie Simmons. Hello, Jackie. We're so happy to have you. Thank you. Jackie drove 2 hours to be with us tonight, so we can't thank you enough. Jackie, I'm going to cut to the chase here. We were talking about this earlier because I think, so many of our folks that are still here with us, they're still in the training, they've been with us all week, they don't think that they can do this. They don't see themselves as someone that can start a movement, who can use speaking to grow their business. A lot of people sharing that, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if this is, if I'm good enough, if I have what it takes. I'm hearing that over and over and over again. And I heard that story.
Can't imagine where.
Right? So this was a couple of years ago, right?
Well, actually, I've only been working with you for about 1.5 years.
It's been 1.5 years, yeah. So when I first met you, so first of all, tell everyone what you do.
The short version of what I do, I help people get to where they see where they're stuck and get unstuck, because everybody's stuck somewhere. So I call it taming the inner elephant. And we do this really, really simply. The reality of what I do is that it was very hard for me to get clear on how to explain it. I'm really good with my clients. I was really bad at getting clients. So if someone worked with me, I could help them. Hands down, I knew my stuff. I'm a trained speaker. I took Dale Carnegie when I was younger. I took Dale Carnegie again in my 30s. I know my stuff. Didn't work.
And it was crickets, right? It was crickets. And you can't, here's the other thing about Jackie, and Jackie is such a great representative of so many of you on this training. She cares so deeply, seriously, cares so deeply, smart as hell, knows your stuff, a little confused about like what the message was in the in the business in the beginning, but all of those things, and was making
pretty much nothing.
Nothing. Okay, we'll call it nothing.
We'll call it
pretty
nothing.
much nothing. And when I met Jackie and we started working together and connected, we really just gave you one strategy, which was speaking. We were like, you're smart, you know what to do. I mean, you know how to help people. And if you will just put your effort and your time on this formula, on speaking, on getting the gigs, you're going to see results, right? And in the beginning, you're actually very coachable. Jackie wasn't resistant, but she was a little like, I remember you were a little like, yeah, okay, yeah, and I've heard that before, right? I've tried all this other stuff, and here I am.
The funny thing about it is you're right. I was coachable, but put quotes around coachable, because where I was resistant was on where I was invisible. When I sat where you're sitting and first met Suzanne Evans, I was doing my absolute best to be successful in my business and to help a lot of people and stay invisible. It's really hard to do both. And when you talk about what's the most embarrassing thing to share, I was so frustrated, and there was no way that I was going to tell everybody how frustrated I was, because I was trying to market myself as a stress management consultant.
All right, and how many of you on this line right now are like, oh my gosh, whatever I do is what I'm not doing right now, right? And so that's a part of my challenge or my struggle. So we got you over that. Well, I don't even know that we got you over it. You just said, I got to do something different because I'm confused, frustrated, and broke, and that's not working. So I'm at least willing to try something. And you were getting tiny little speaking gigs, right?
I was getting tiny little speaking gigs. I was creating my own little speaking gigs, figuring out how to put people in a room.
First of all, tell me in the chat room if you can relate to Jackie's story. If you're smart, you know that you can help people, and you are confused, frustrated, and broke because you are trying to find people, you are trying to reach clients, but nothing seems to be working, and you're wondering, quite frankly, am I as good as I think I am if this isn't working?
Yeah, it's not so much that I doubted my skill set. I had 30 years in my industry. I had skills. But what nobody could help me with was the fact that I was busy chasing clients. I had no clue how to connect with people. And that was a startling resolution.
Oh, so I didn't know how to connect with people because there was no movement. So let's
Yeah.
actually talk about this. When you launched your movement, and that is what?
What is my movement? Articulating it is like saying I chase rabbits, but really I tame inner elephants. The elephant in the room, what holds you back and gets in your way. You know that thing that sits on your phone so you cannot make sales calls. It distracts you so you can't focus and finish projects. That's your elephant. Now I help you name it, and then we tame it.
I love that. And now look at the confidence she says that with and the excitement that she says it with, right? So you launched your, so first of all, we got your movement clear, right? When you got your movement clear and you started sharing that, you started getting little speaking gigs. So let's just fast forward, tell people what your results are today. From a frustrated but smart woman who thought, my stuff must be so crazy that nobody wants it or cares, what are your results today?
Well, I spoke this morning. I spoke last night. I sponsored at Be the Change last year. I closed $6,000 worth of business in the room at the event that I sponsored at. I had my first ever $10,000 month. I couldn't make 10 grand a year without a hard time before that.
Guys, just stop. From someone who couldn't figure out how to make $10,000 a year to figure out her movement, launch her movement, begin speaking, small little gig. You didn't care if there was 4 people in the room, 8 people in the room, and now having $10,000 months. I just saw a lot of people jump in the chat room and they said, I can relate. I'm still confused. I'm frustrated. I can definitely relate. Yes, I'm chasing clients rather than connecting with people. Jackie's story is my story. Jackie is me, Charlotte just said. Guys, I'm going to shift here and have Jackie share with you. I'm just going to sit back for a second because I'm turning into Charlie Brown's teacher. Of course I want you to join the Speaking Solution. Of course I think it will be life-changing. Of course that I know that you have been frustrated and you've been on the marketing hamster wheel, and I know this is an easier solution. But Jackie, I'm going to have you share with them. We are getting down to the wire here. The cart closes at midnight. There are 20-something bonuses left, and they will absolutely be gone. You've been with me. You've been sticking with me. You are still here. You are still hungry. You still want this. Coaches are waiting to talk to you. We know this will make a difference for you, but I know you've heard it from me. Share with them what, and this is from Jackie's heart. I have not told Jackie what to say. Jackie and I
The one time I want coaching? No, she's been silent.
We talked for 5 minutes before this started.
Yeah,
Literally,
not
she
even.
got here, I hugged her, I said, hey, this is where you'll walk on stage, right? And this is where you'll sit. I've not spoken to her. I want you to share because I love your story. I've shared your story so many times this year. For the person who's scared to death, for the person who doesn't know where they're going to find the funds to do this, for the person who goes, I don't know that I'm not good enough to do this, what do you share with them?
You're worth it. Here's the first step. You decide you're worth it. And if you don't believe in yourself enough, there's a village here that will support you. And it took the whole big village to support me, to get me started. But here's what happens. When you figure out what your message is, when you figure out your movement, when you become willing to say, yeah, that's the messiest thing I've got, and maybe there's somebody else who's got the same mess, and maybe I can help them if I get willing. So I became willing. And what happened is then I went from being frustrated to being enthusiastic. And there are only 2 things that are attractive in this world in other people. The first one is enthusiasm. So I became enthusiastic. I became willing to take a risk. And the first time became the last time I had to struggle. Because as soon as you do it once, you develop that other thing that's so attractive. It's called confidence. And when you are enthusiastic and confident, then you have a movement, because then you're compelling, because people are compelled to follow you. And you know you're confident when it's like you're wearing a suit of armor and what you're doing is reflecting back to people what's so great about them, what's their potential. And when you have that level of confidence that people can see their possibilities in you, you don't have to tell them how great you are anymore. They already know. And they want to be just like you. And when you have somebody who wants to be just like you, you've got a movement.
I'm going to actually call some people out. I think that's so beautiful, and you don't know, you can't craft that alone. Jackie tried to do it alone for a long time, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? And when she stepped into working with us, that's when things changed, and that's why we want you to join us in the Speaking Solution. I'm calling out Angela, and I'm calling out Justin, or Justine, or Justin, and I'm calling out Nima, and I'm calling out Charlotte, and I'm calling out Mahalisa, and I'm calling out Mike, all the people that are are still on this training with us. Thank you for hanging in there. And I'm saying, have you joined us yet? You're saying, Jackie's story is my story, but here's the key. Jackie's story isn't your story. Jackie's story changed because Jackie made a decision to get the support and help she needed. So Jackie's old story might be your story, but the power and the profound impact that she has had and the money that she is making and the difference she's making in the world, that's the story that we want you to have. We'd love for you to have Jackie's story. We don't want you to have half of Jackie's story, right? We want you to have the full experience and story. So this is your opportunity right now to say yes to yourself, to get the private coaching. You work with our coaches, right? You actually work with the coaches that they will have the sessions with.
I absolutely work with these coaches. I call them and I tag them in the chat rooms. I get on Facebook with them. I have my calls with them. It's the first thing that goes on my calendar each month because I know there's somebody who is going to hold that belief in me even if I have forgotten it. And there's somebody who's going to hold me accountable to the people who I say I'm here to help. Because if I'm not willing to stand up and speak out, I lie when I say I want to help people. And the only way that I could speak out was to have people who helped me figure out what I'm supposed to be talking about.
You can't do it alone, and you can't come to trainings and go to trainings day after day after day after day, or go to different trainings, 4 or 5, and listen to 4 or 5 in the same week, and then go, why isn't this working for me? It's because you have to believe in yourself, as Jackie said. You have to step up and say yes to you. So again, if you can't get there to join us in the Speaking Solution right now, I want you to call one of our coaches. I want you to call the 866 number. They're here to show you the path to finding the money to join us in the Speaking Solution, to help you with the fear of, am I good enough? Is this right for me? And to walk you through exactly how this program can have 2017 being your breakout year, your get off the start line year, your most successful year ever. So please call one of our coaches, or, and I just want to say, I actually see Ring Central lighting up in my email box. That means you guys are stepping up and you are calling the coaches. Amanda, idea. I'm telling you, I'm getting, you may want to check email because I know you're not on the phone, but I'm seeing that the lines are full. So, so please give us a call. We are down to 10 minutes on this training, and we are down to just a few hours before we're closing this program, and that's not a marketing statement. You've seen, we close our programs. We actually put up a wait list on the website, and you are not able to enroll in it any longer. So the bonuses, there's about 24 of those bonuses left. We want you to get private coaching. So let me just walk you through that really quickly while Jackie's here. And I'm going to offer a surprise right now. So if you're on the fence, start registering or start calling a coach right now, because I'm going to offer a bonus for the next 5 people who join us. For the next 5 people that join us, I'm going to offer you a special bonus. And here it goes. And please do not call my team and say, can I get that bonus? Do not do that, because Jackie will tell you you get exactly what you need when you need it. Don't you, Jackie? Always. The people that are on our training to the end are the hungriest and the most caring and the most desirous and the most afraid. And you're
Okay.
still here because you want it so badly and it scares the hell out of you. The Speaking Solution is the 90-day program. We've made it where it takes a limited amount of your time to get results because I know you do have other programs and I know that you want to make money quickly.
Yeah.
You're going to get everything that I've been talking about from the templates and downloads and worksheets. You know, when Josh was up here, we're going to show you how to get those gigs, but not just get the gigs, how to monetize them, whether you're using the free model or the fee model. I'm going to put my stamp of approval on your message, right? I'm going to do that to make sure that you get the support that you need and that your movement is correct so you can move forward with all the rest of it. We're going to show you how to get the gigs. We're going to show you how to write the talk. We're going to show you how to craft your offer, price your offer. It is soup to nuts, everything you need. And in the bonus, and actually, I'm just going to really quickly go to that bonus slide because I want to put it up. And there's only 24 of these left, guys. Well, first of all, everybody gets the bonus, be the change of it. Do you want to talk about A Day with Larry really quickly?
Look, if I had known then that this was going to be offered now, I might have waited. All right, I'm just saying, I might have waited because what I spent to have time with Larry Wingett was significant compared
It
to
was
the fact that
5
you guys are
times.
getting.
It was-
let's-
no, it was
I don't want to go there. Okay, I do not want to go there.
I could tell you, it was 7 times the investment of this program for her to get a workshop with Larry, be with Larry. So that last day of the Be the Change event, you're going to get a workshop with Larry Wingett. He's like one of the smartest, most spiritual, most intelligent marketing geniuses I've ever met. You're going to love him, Josh. Hey, do you know Larry? Have you ever seen his work before? Seriously, you guys, it's going to blow your socks off. He's incredible. So you're going to get that. Then only 24 of these left. I wish we could mark this out. I can't there. There's only 24 left. 500 Hot Leads formula package, a private coaching call with our coaches, 3 hours to 3K in the bank, so you know exactly how to pay for this training. Oops, I just lost the PowerPoint, guys. You're also going to get the 100 Hot Leads for Speaking resource guide, and you're going to get the opportunity to get a $50,000 speaking opportunity. You and David are like, we want this. I don't have to bonus you guys all into this program for being here and helping me.
Yes, you heard her say that.
Over $71,000 is the value of the program. Pay in full $24.97 or the payment plan for $299 you can choose. And the guarantee, right? I mean, 200% back guarantee. If you don't get the gig, if it doesn't work, we're going to put you with a private coach. If that doesn't work, we're going to give you up to 200% back. It's no risk. The only risk you have is that it's going to be another year of struggle if you don't join us. The only risk you have is that you're going to stay on the start line. The only risk you have is think about your life 90 days from now. Do you want to be getting gigs? Do you want to have a speaking gig last night and one this morning? Do you want to have gone from barely able to make $10,000 a year to having, you did that in a year's time, under a year's time.
I did that in under a year's time.
Under a year's time, she took this exact formula and went from making $10,000 a year to having $10,000 months. So I want you to step up and get the bonus. I'm going to share a bonus with the next 5 buyers. And it doesn't matter whether you call into one of our coaches and you purchase that way because you want to talk to a coach or you have a question, we'll timestamp when you call to make sure you're one of the 5. Or if you click the link. For the next 5 only, please don't call into the phone line to say, I bought 4 days ago, can I get this bonus? I'm doing this because the next 5 people need this. I am watching you on this training and you are in the chat room and you are saying, that, you know, this is my 3rd training with you. I'm receiving money tomorrow. I want to be able to do this. My question is, Angela, have you called into the coaches? There is never anyone that I have met that doesn't want to do this, that has a money problem we haven't been able to help you see the vision to solve, right? This is not just for the US, guys. I have people in this program in New Zealand, Australia, UK, South Africa, all over the world. People are joining this program because speaking is actually the best method for international, for wherever you are at work. So for the next 5 of you, you can call into the 866 number or you can purchase on the link on the side, and only for the next 5 of you, I'm going to give you a private one-on-one session with me. That is a $3,500 value. No one needs a miracle, you need a decision. People are saying, I need a miracle to do this. There will not be any miracles tonight, but there will be decisions. People who make decisions, this will work for them. So this is your last chance to join us in the program. The card is closing, the bonuses are running out, and only for the next 5 of you, in addition to all of the bonuses I've said, you're going to get a private one-on-one session with me. I don't do that anymore. You know that. Jackie knows that I don't. I did it early on, a few bonuses when we first launched this program, but I don't do it because I don't have the time to do it. And my private clients, David sat here and spoke with you earlier, my private clients start at $60,000 a year. So a one-on-one session with me, whether you want me to help you define your movement, or you want me to help you lay out your speaking strategy, or create your talk title, or whatever it is you need me to do. That's a $3,500 value. Only, a handful of people every year get that opportunity to spend one-on-one time with me and be coached one-on-one with me. And so for the next 5 people, and I'll just tell you that's now for the next 4 people, for the next 4 people who step up and say yes to yourself and figure it out. If you can't figure it out, call a coach. The only thing that is, you can't do things wrong is if you're in action. The only wrong thing is to do nothing.
Absolutely.
Right? And so if you're trying to figure out how to make this work, call a coach. If you've been with us the whole time and you're scared, but you want to do it, call a coach. We can't give you a miracle. We can't do that. That's not what we're doing. But we can help you with a plan or a path, and we can give you ideas to make this work for you. So I see Amanda picking up her headset. That means that folks are calling in. I just want to check. That is 3 bonuses left. So that means there are 3 of the bonuses left to have a private session with me. Again, let's just go back to this. Jackie, you're good to hang out?
I'm good to hang out.
I don't want you driving too late. You're okay?
I'm good. I brought a driver.
Oh, I love that. She makes so much money now, she just brings drivers. Actually, ironically, her driver is a client of hers that joined us in the speaking solution. So we can't even find anybody in this town that's not in the speaking solution. I love that. So let me just review bonuses with you. Obviously, the whole program is the 90-day sprint to give you everything you need to launch your movement and use speaking to grow your business. So that makes it 2 bonuses, right, Melanie? Another one just came in. Down to 2 bonuses of the private coaching with me. We will timestamp you if you call in and you want to register that way as opposed to clicking on the link. Clicking on the link is going to get you fastest to get 2 of those last bonuses. But if you do have a question or you need to put it on 2 cards, we've done that, haven't we? Both of us have. We've both done it. Or if you need to use PayPal, right? We can support you, whatever you need. We'll timestamp the time you call to make sure that you also get one of the bonuses. So be the change ticket, the Larry Wingett workshop, which is so powerful. He's master speaker. Again, Google him. He's going to blow your socks off. Now my math is getting really bad. Oh, you did put 24. Now we've had those 4 come in. It's probably more like 19 of the bonuses left. He was so proud of himself for doing 24 left. Hey, Blue, I'm going to put you on a mic for a second for 2 things. First of all, I asked you to say this last night because I know I can be Charlie Brown's teacher. 2 of the bonuses left with me. Call one of the coaches or just click the link. I've been saying, so here's the package, guys. You get the one-on-one call with one of my coaches, one of my speaking coaches, the 3 hours to 3K, which is going to show you how to pay for the program, 100 speaking gig leads, and you get the opportunity to win a $50,000 speaking gig. The irony is I forgot that David just was one of the people that paid for that $50,000 speaking spot. But Blue, you and your team ran my events for almost 7 years. That's not a made-up number, correct?
No. I mean, you already had somebody here tonight who said that's what he paid.
And not everybody's getting that. So let me be clear. That is an opportunity to get that. But just like the 2 people, Josh and Leanna, would you say that tonight you won the opportunity to be here tonight? Was this worth your travel in being here tonight?
Absolutely.
Right? You got one-on-one time with me, but the world actually got to see you as well, right?
Exactly, and it's the biggest fear that I had, and now here I am. So
you can't
yes.
say you've not done it, right? Because you were here.
Exactly.
You're in front of everyone,
Yeah.
and you did it. So they actually had a bonus early on that they had an opportunity to win being here. And I'm gonna put you on the spot, Blue. And listen, I've known Blue for a long time. He'll look at me and he'll make something up. He won't. He'll tap dance out of this if he doesn't want to say it. But I think you were one of the very first people that ever saw me speak when I got into this industry.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And you know, it's hard when you're standing up here and you're telling people, we want you in this program and I can really help you, because you're Charlie Brown's teacher and you feel like you're tooting your own horn, and it can get tough. But I've helped a lot of people use speaking to make a lot of money. And I don't know, will you talk about maybe why I'm different than other folks, or it doesn't even have to be different, but why I've been able to do that, or why these people should give a damn?
Well, I mean, I think one of the things that's really accurate is it's a lot easier to learn from somebody who does it every day.
Yeah.
Right. And there's a lot of people who are teaching speaking out there, and speaking from stage and so on and so forth, that they don't actually get up on stage and do it themselves on a regular, consistent basis, and they don't have the track record of doing it themselves that you do. The other thing that I personally think is awesome about how you teach people is you don't just teach people what you do. You teach people what works for them. And yes, speaking is a system, but you have to take it and, apply it to your own business and to your own knowledge and to what you're doing up on stage. And you help people do that through your processes, which is significantly different than what I think a lot of people do, which is, oh, I found this thing that worked really well for me. I'm going to productize it and, sell it to you. And hopefully it'll work for you.
Yeah.
And that certainly doesn't always work for speaking.
It doesn't.
So I really love that about everything that I've always seen you teach from a speaking perspective.
And the reason I asked Blue this is not just like, oh, let's ask some random person. Blue actually runs a huge event company where they have, obviously they have a lot of hosts that lead events, but in addition to that, every event will have 4 or 5 speakers at every event. So he probably sees and works with more speakers than anybody that I know of. And one of the things that we're really clear about is a lot of people teach people to be good speakers. And that's an awesome thing to do. I want to teach people to be profitable speakers, right? Because you're only as good as people are giving you credit cards, right? Or saying, yes, I want a free session with you, or whatever that is. So that's one of the things, is that there's a lot of speaker programs out there that are based in one bonus left, right? Melanie just texted me, so there's one bonus left to have the private session with me. There's 2 ways you can get that bonus. You can click the link that's right there on your screen, or you can call into a coach if you have a question, a concern, if you need to use PayPal. We actually had a little bit of a cart issue a few minutes ago, didn't we, Melanie? There was just for a short period of time, there was a little bit of a blip in you being able to register. That's been resolved. But if you tried, please don't be that person that goes, I tried and the universe told me that I shouldn't join this program. I'll tell you a quick little story. My dad is a farmer, 7th generation farmer, and he owns a little hardware store. And a man came into a store one day that comes in all the time, and he said, I lost my job. And my dad knows this man lives paycheck to paycheck. He needed his job, and he said, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. What's your plan? What are you doing? He goes, well, I just know the Lord will provide. The Lord will provide. And Dad said, could I give you a little piece of advice? And he said, sure. He goes, the Lord doesn't write resumes, right? So do not take that if you tried to click the link and it didn't work, or I even had somebody said they checked their bank account and it didn't have what they thought, and it must be a sign not to do this. There is no sign. Whatever words you use, God, universe, whatever works for you, they never give us signs that take us out of abundance or opportunity. They only give us things that put us into abundance and opportunity. So we have one bonus left to have the private session with me, and I love Sam just said, phew, got her done. I can't wait for my one-on-one with Suzanne. I'm already nervous and getting needled by her. Welcome, Sam. We are so excited to have you. And I'm staying on this till we get the last bonus gone. If I believe that Ryan and Blue, Ryan, when do you have to be in Chicago? Tomorrow? The next day? So listen. Okay, long after the last bonus is gone. So I'm serious. I'm sticking with you because I know there's one, I know it, right? You just know that there's that one person that needs this, that it is the Jackie. The Jackie is sitting out there, right? And going, I can't figure out how to rub two nickels together. I don't mean to say that to be offensive. And
and it's hysterical because I have a welcome letter that I send to my clients now. And it says, you've booked your session. Life is going to happen. The car's going to break down, the kids are going to get sick, the dog's going to have to go to the vet. Life is going to happen, and it's like a whole herd of elephants is in your way. And the one thing I know about that herd of elephants is it's there just to make sure that you're really ready. If you've got a blip, realize it's just the universe checking in with you and saying, do you really want this? Because maybe they've heard from you before that there was something you really wanted that you didn't follow through on. So now they're just checking. Do you really want this? So if you had a blip, tell them, yes, I really want this. Try again. And keep trying. Don't let anybody, especially not something as nebulous as the universe or as invisible as the elephant in the room. Don't let anybody take this away from you. If you have something that you need to say to the world, this is your fastest path to get your message out there. Look at me. I went from being invisible and struggling to stay a secret to being in front of you tonight.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. That is so beautifully said. One bonus left. And I know, and again, it doesn't matter if you want to call into the phone line. The coaches will support you. They'll timestamp it so that I actually just had one of the coaches text me and say, somebody called in, but they already bought. And they're like, I love them, but I'm trying to get them off the line because I want somebody who has it to get that bonus. So so I know I have at least one coach that the phone line is open. So you can call in and talk to one of the coaches, grab that last bonus of having a one-on-one session with me. And now, here's what I'm going to do. I think that bonus will go in the next couple of minutes. I know it will. I can see people writing in. I also love to see in the chat room, for those of you who are, okay, I do have to laugh. Angela, at least you have a sense of humor. She said, I don't think it's a sign. I just know I'm broke. I mean, okay, at least, you know what, Angela, here's the thing. You should be speaking, because one of the things we're going to be talking about in the Speaking Solution, we're also going to have somebody come in and talk about styling for the stage. Sharon, who helped you, right, change your whole stage.
It took a village for me, guys, okay? It was not just one person telling me what to do. It took the whole organization driving me to get me from where I was to where I am.
Exactly. So Sharon's going to be talking about styling and how do you show up and how do you dress for the stage. But also one of the things we're going to be talking about is humor. And you know that I talk a lot about teaching humor. So Angela, I know that you've been talking in the chat room. You've been sharing so much. And I just want to say, I want you to find a way to do this. So let me give everybody 4 or 5 ways for the 3. I'm talking to Angela here. I'm talking to, there was a Mary, there was somebody else. Let me talk to the few of you that go, I want this so badly and I can't figure out how to do it. How hungry are you? I talked to someone last night who said, I can't do this. And I said, how hungry are you? Are you willing to ask somebody to support you in getting these first couple of payments in? Because I will show you how to make money in weeks. When you started using our formula, you didn't make money in months, you made money in weeks for the first time. In weeks, right? Actually, remember, when you join the program, you actually get immediate access to the 5-day boot camp. So you can take a 5-day boot camp training immediately, so you can make money in days, and you get the 3 hours to 3K. So we're going to show you and teach you and train you in how to do that. So are you willing to ask someone to support you in this? Are you willing to change your life over the next month a little bit to do this? Again, it's $10 a day. I said this earlier, it's a latte and a scone, right? I'm telling you, first of all, I told you, we spent a few hours with our son today and went to Universal because we've been very busy in events, and my priority is my son. And so I put the brakes on. I'm in the biggest launch of my life right now that I've ever done, and I walked away for a few hours because my son is my #1 priority. But I will tell you, a bottle of water costs like $12 at Universal Studios. For a bottle of water a day, you could do this program. And I really mean that sincerely. So here's what I want to do. Because I know what's going to happen is my bonus is getting ready to go. Coaches are on with some people, and I know that there's a few of you that are getting ready to join us, and you're saying it in the chat room. I'm going to give you away.
Uh-oh.
So for the next 3 of you that register, will you do, because if they're waiting this late to register, they've got an elephant that needs taming. Are you open to that?
I'm open to that.
For the next 3 of you who register, you're going to get a session with Jackie on getting rid of that anxiety, eliminating that stress. In a session, first of all, that's about a $500 value a session with you.
It's a $600 value.
Thank you. I love that. It's a $600 value to have that session with Jackie. And tell me, just in 20 seconds, what will they get out of that session? And that's just for the next 3 of you guys.
You're going to get an absolute guaranteed skill that will give you control over all anxiety and give you back your ability to think clearly, which as a speaker is a godsend because the stress reaction will shut down your brain. The next thing you're going to get is the ability to totally resolve whatever is the biggest elephant in front of you. And the way I work, you don't have to share your story. You don't even have to know your story. So we're going to take care of both of those, getting rid of one of your root causes and giving you a skill so that you know when you're standing in front of someone, you are going to be calm. You are going to be confident.
And that's going to help you with this. I mean, some of you are stalled because it's the confidence piece. And so certainly Jackie will help you with that. And I will tell you that one of those is already gone. So somebody to give a damn about me, they wanted Jackie. I'll tell you, I was taking phone calls last night and I answered a phone call and I said, and I was like, hello. And they were like, could I speak to Amanda, please? And actually somebody just posted in the chat room, they said, Amanda's so cool, call her. So again, I saw a phone number coming in on the email, which might mean that phone lines are booked. Again, we will timestamp your phone call and you will get 2 more of you will get that session with Jackie. This whole thing is going away at midnight tonight. So the bonuses go away. We must be down to, I don't know now, 16, 17 of the big bonuses, and we still have 2 of the opportunities to get that $600 value session with Jackie, where if you've waited till the end, it means there's some mindset stuff.
Can I sweeten that just a little bit?
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right. All my peeps, don't get mad, because I sent this out as a bonus to people in my organization who wanted to join this program. I offered them a one-on-one session and the ability to shift their mindset around money. And that is key because a lot of times people will make a lot more money all of a sudden, but they won't be able to keep any of it because they haven't been able to shift their pre-programming around the amount of money that they're allowed to have, that they're worthy of. So I created a program. It's a $297 value. Anybody who grabs the one-on-one session with me, I'm going to gift you that program. It's called The Money Game, How to Change Your Money Mindset. And so you will get that in addition.
So she just bumped this up to be $900 in value. So the next 2 of you are going to get a session with Jackie, and you're going to get that incredible program that's going to help you understand how to make money, keep money, which is, again, a lot of what we're hearing is people wanting to do the program, but the challenge is, how do I pay for the program, right? So again, my coaches are there. They can also support you and help you with that. So I want 2 of you to get the opportunity to be with Jackie and to have that session with Jackie. I've seen her transform so many people in such a short period of time. So it's an absolute awesome opportunity for you to have that session with her, and she will not only tame your elephant, but she will give you the confidence that you need to start making money quickly. So here's the deal. All right, thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you. I'm going to keep, I'm going to hang here. I'm going to let you go ahead and pop down. I'm going to answer a few questions as we, I'm going to stay here as we